Now if I just have a few slides over here and I want to be able to add the ghost icon from one slide to the next and update all the slides with the same design, not a big deal. But if I have 20 or 30 or more slides, then I want to use the slide master view. That allows me to add my ghost icon on one master slide, the text, the design, and then it'll automatically update all the slides within my presentation here. And there's two ways to get to the slide master view. Come up here, click on the View tab, go to the Presentation Views group and click on Slide Master. Or come down here on the window frame, the very first button you see here, Normal. If you hold down the Shift key and you click on it, that will also take you to the Slide Master view. First of all, let's come up here and click on Slide Master. And you can see I'm in the Slide Master view layout. We'll go over in just a minute. And how do I know I'm in the Slide Master view? Well, things are different here. Also, you can click on the View tab and notice that the Slide Master view is selected. It's in orange. I can go back to the Normal view, come down here, hold down the Shift key and click on the Normal button. Takes me to the Slide Master view. Click on it again, takes me to Normal. Shift click takes me back to the Slide Master view. Now over the left hand side we have the number one Slide Master here. Click on it. Make sure you select it, because anything you add on the master slide here will affect all the layouts down below. In other words, the slide masters are always above and connected by a gray line to the layouts down below, because as you recall in PowerPoint Level 1, when you added a slide, each slide that you add could have a different layout. One could be like bullets here. Another one down below, a different layout could be where you could add images or text. Another one could just be another title here, and so on. How do I know what these layouts are? Well, if you hover over it, you get that little screen tip. This is the section header layout. That one's the title and content. This one's the title slide. So if I go back to my normal view by clicking on the normal view button here, and I go, okay, I want to add a new slide. On the home tab, I can click on the new slide drop down arrow, and there we go. There's the different layouts, to content, title and content. So let me go back to my slide master view by shift clicking on the normal button here, and that's what we're talking about here. In other words, do you want the ghost on every single slide? Meaning, doesn't matter what the layout design is, I just want the ghost there. Well, then put it on the master slide here, the one with the number 1. Or if you don't want it there, then, well, come over here and just hit the delete key and notice it removes it from all the other layouts down below. I'm going to go ahead and undo that. Instead, I'm going to Control X to cut it. And let's say I just want the ghost on the title and content slide. Come over here, click on it, Control V as in Victor to paste it, and notice the ghost is only applied to the title slide layout. So what that means is that when I'm in the normal view and I insert the title slide layout, this is the only one that's going to have the ghost on it. Everybody else is going to be in gray and just have GOPs. And you can see it in the thumbnail view over here. Ghost, no ghost, no ghost. Okay. So in summary, if you want to apply it to all the layouts, then put it on the number 1 master slide. If you just want certain layouts to be customized, that every time you insert or add a new slide with that layout, then be sure you select that layout. So every time I add a title and content layout, click on it, make the changes here, the design change, whatever you want to do, and it'll just apply to this layout, this title and content layout. Okay, let me hit undo a couple of times so I can get it back to normal here where the ghost is on all the slides. In fact, if you go to a slide layout down below and you try to click on on the logo here, the text, and you can't select it, again, that means that it's static, and the only way it can be changed is by removing it from the master slide here and clicking on it and deleting it. Okay, so I have the master slide that anything I do here is going to apply to all the layouts, or I can do the individual layouts. And how many do I have? I've got quite a few here. Okay. What I want to do is I want to be able to create a new master slide layout. It's going to be number 2, and it's going to have all the layouts down below, but in a different color. Because when I make my presentation to my company here, I want to give them choices. I want to say, look, do you like the gray slide template here with the purple ghost icon? Or maybe I'll do something else, make it blue, make it white background. In any case, if I want to add a new master slide layout, come up here on the Slide Master tab to the Edit Master group and click on Insert Slide Master. See how it's number 2? And I can scroll up more because it didn't delete the old master here. It just gave me a new one and it numbered it 2. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down here. It's selected right now, so all I have to do is come over here and say, okay, I want to be able to have the ghost logo over here, but it's going to be in the way of the title. So I need to move the title text box over just a bit and also the body so I can actually add the GOPS text, Ghost or Paranormal Society, here as well. And to do that, click in this box to select it, okay? Hold down the Shift key and click in the second box and I've got both of them selected. Then I can hover over either this middle handle until I get a two-way arrow pointing in opposite directions, or that middle handle. Doesn't matter because they're both selected. and then click and drag over to the 3-inch mark up here. Now if you don't see your ruler, you can come up here and click on the View tab to the Show Hide group and check your rulers so you can get a little bit more particular about how far in you want them at the exact 3-inch mark. That's up to you. You can add grid lines if you need to get a little bit more particular, but I'm going to get rid of those. Okay, next I want to insert my ghost logo and put it right here. Of course I could go up here and copy it from the Slide Master, but I want to show you different ways that you can add things. So let's go to the Insert tab, go to the picture, click on it, browse my computer, and it's right here on the desktop in the exercise folder. There's the ghost. Double click on it. There's my ghost. Click and drag and put him over here so I can see him better. It's a little bit too big, so I'm going to hover over the right middle handle until I get a two-way arrow and click and drag and push him in just a bit, maybe a little bit more. Now, instead of eyeballing it, dragging this ghost in the upper left-hand corner, I can get a little bit more particular how I'm going to position the ghost. To do that, the ghost is still selected. Up here on its Related Contextual Format tab, I'm going to click on the expandable dialog box in the Size group because I want more options. Click on the Position tab and say, well, horizontally, I want them 2.5 or 1/4 of an inch from the top left corner. Hit the Tab key, and then also 2.5 vertically from the top left corner. Click Close and click off in a blank area, and he's well positioned here in the upper left hand corner, just about 1/4 of an inch from the left and also from the top horizontally and vertically. Okay, so you can add text or you can copy elements from the old master slide here. Again, come up here, click on one of the layouts here. Of course, I can't click and select GOPS because it wasn't added at the layout level. It was added at the master slide level to all these layouts. So I have to click and scroll all the way up, master slide 1 here, click on it. Click in the GOPS here, click on the border because I want to copy it, Control C to copy, and then scroll all the way back down. Come click on Master Slide 2, click over here, right click and left click on Paste, and there we go. And a little bit too close, isn't it? Click and drag the top middle handle down just a bit, looks better. Now this isn't aligned all that great. What I want to do next is I want to be able to click, select both the ghost and shift click the text GOPS and align them to the left. So the furthest to the left is the ghost. If I come up here on the Format tab for the drawing tools and the Arrange group and I click on the line drop down arrow and I click Aligned Left, what that does is it says which box here is the furthest to the left. It's actually the ghost. So I'll go ahead and align the box that's not furthest to the left to the ghost that is. Click on it, click off in a blank area, makes it a little bit easier instead of eyeballing it here. Okay, next I want to be able to change the background of the slide here. There's a couple ways of doing it. You can either come up here on the Slide Master tab to the background, click on Background Styles, or I'm just going to right click here and go to Format Background. You can get fancy. I'm just going to keep it simple here to show you that you can change the formatting here. Clicking on the color, let's go with a dark blue. Close out. I select the Title Master here. I want the title of each slide to not be black as far as the text goes. Click and drag and select it and say I want you to be, let me right click. Now you see when you right click and you try to move it, the mouse at the same time, it wants to move or copy. So you got to have a steady hand when you right click. If you don't have a steady hand when you right click, you won't get these shortcut options, in which case you'll come up here to the Format tab and we'll change the color of the text from black to maybe some lighter blue here. Blue looks good. Click on it. Also, as far as the font goes, maybe I don't want, I guess this is Calibri. Let me click on the Home tab. It's Calibri. So let me click in there and type Arial. Well, Arial Black's fine. Hit the Tab key. It's a little bit bolder now. And then I can align it to the left, align it to the right. We'll keep it center. And then if that looks good, I mean, I'd recommend making more changes because it doesn't look all that great. But nonetheless, I have two different options now that I can apply to each slide individually. So if I have one title master slide in the normal view, well, I've got two choices. I can give it the dark blue layout or come up here and give it the gray layout all the way to the top. Again, for my title slide layout. Well, let me go ahead and show you how to apply these templates once you created, again, a second master slide here in the normal view. So let me go back to the normal view, click on the normal view button. Let me go to slide 2, and instead of using the default master slide here, I'm going to use the custom one that I created. So I'm going to come up on the Home tab, click on the Layout drop-down arrow. There's the default, it's the Apex theme. Scroll down here, but then I created my own, the custom. Title and content, click on it, it updates it, and I can already tell you that the company's going to boo on this because I haven't spent more time on it to clean it up, but nonetheless you get the point. Some of the slides you may want one color or one design, some of the slides you may want a different one, so you want to create master slides for each one, or just create one master slide Again, shift click the normal view, and then let me scroll up to the top and find the slide where you want to go ahead and right click and format just that slide's background, maybe a gradient fill for this one. So where it only applies to the title slide here, not all the rest. So in summary, I wanted you to know that not only can you do individual formatting and design to each of the layouts here, but you can also create a second slide master as we did down here by inserting another one way down here and just start all over again. So if I save this and go back to the normal view, well, there's my title here because again, it's only affecting the title slide layout. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel, get notified of the latest videos, and for only $2 a month, you can have access to all my Microsoft Office training videos.